Boom. Hello, everyone. It's me, A Link to Reno, back at it again. Today, we are going to finish the DLC. As long as my internet just doesn't explode again like yesterday, which I'm glad that I ended stream yesterday, by the way, because when I did, like 30 minutes later, like I was watching another stream, and 30 minutes later, my internet just fully crashed for I think 30 minutes. Like they were working on it, I think. Because in the entire house we had no internet. I'm assuming they were just working on the internet. So let's hope that that's also the reason why we were having some connection issues earlier on in that stream. But that is hopefulness right there. I'm a very hopeful man, I believe. I've done quite a bit actually since yesterday. Nothing in Dark Souls, of course, but there's a bunch of stuff that happened that I'm very excited to share. First of all, check this shit out. Let me show you my screen real quick. Demon Tides released. This game came out yesterday. I'm gonna play it next week. This right here is gonna be motivation for me to finish Dark Souls. I will be playing this game next week, and I'm so fucking stoked to do so. I loved Demon Turf. I adored Neon Splash, and I played the demo of Demon Tides, and it's going for this more Bowser's, what's it called again? Super Mario 3D World, Bowser's Fury. It's going for this Bowser's Fury approach of an open world 3D platformer. And from what I've played, although open world isn't my favorite genre, it was really good. It controlled really well, which is, to me, the most important thing in a platformer, so I'm excited. I'm excited to be playing this. But before I get to any of that, got Dark Souls. Let's continue our Dark Souls playthrough. So yesterday, after stream, I hopped into Piffle's stream. It was fun. Piffle always just reminds me of the things that I want to work on. Because if you've been watching me on and off, maybe, have me in the background, you might know I'm a little bit of a potty mouth, okay? I use the fucks, I use the dams, I use the bullshits, I use all of them. And I don't mind doing that too much on a personal level, at the end of the day, I really don't care. But there's a multitude of reasons why I kind of do want to tone it down a little bit. I would like to eventually just just get rid of my swears in my daily dialogue. At least when it comes to using them as stop words and stuff. So that when I do use a swear, I can mean it. Sometimes when I'm just going through a sentence in order to make that sentence flow better, I throw a fucking in there. I caught myself doing it just a second ago. And we don't want that. I don't want that. Me specifically, do not want it. So I'm gonna try to get rid of that language, and the reason why I bring up Piffle in relation to that is she is really good at still being entertaining whilst not swearing one bit. And it's always a good reminder for me that, you don't need to put in a bunch of swears to come across as charismatic. So, today I'm back to focusing on that. Also, my bottom screen is jittering again. I'm gonna need to unplug and plug it back in. Or maybe I don't. Maybe I could just wiggle the cable. Oh, that made it worse. Someone bumped his knee in the game. I think it's fine. It's fine. I think it works. We're back. Yeah, last time I beat Calamite, that was fun. I still stand by what I said yesterday. Calamite is a really fun fight. The only part of his fight I don't like is his head attack. The 2-hit combo he does with his head, the first hit. It is very, very annoying. Okay, so we got 2 wizards and a regular dude, and I think there's also some other dudes on the side there of that little arena. Be cool if I could bait them out. Uh... Oh, this is actually the best case scenario. Easy clap. Also, as I was watching my podcasts and stuff, like, I played a little bit of Celeste as I usually do. I haven't played Stardew in a while. I think I might do that later tonight. But I was playing some Celeste. Got into chapters... I'm doing chapter 7 right now, going for the Golden Strawberry, the A side. Made it to, like, the last 15 chambers. Oh, God! Oh, damn. I didn't notice that. I thought they hadn't aggroed yet. Why do those guys aggro before the fucking guy in front of me? Damn it, I already broke my oath. Hi, Neo. I'm trying to filter out my swears a little bit more. I always get motivated to do that when I watch a Piffle stream, because yesterday after stream, I went to watch some more Piffle. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give it another try to just filter out my swears a little bit. My day's going great. Demon Tides came out yesterday. It's a really good, like, it is the third game in a series of really good 3D platformers so far. I've played the demo of that game before, but the full game released yesterday. So next week, after I'm done with Dark Souls, I'm gonna play that. I'm gonna play that on stream. Like, that is the #1 motivation I have right now to beat this game. Dang it. So that's gonna be fun. But yeah, after playing some Celeste, doing chapter 7, trying to go for the Golden Strawberry and dying in like the last couple of rooms, I was like, okay, I'm gonna call it here for today. I'm gonna stop playing Celeste for a bit. And I booted up a game that I haven't booted up in a long time, and that I also haven't played much in general. The only reason I played it like twice is because a friend of mine recommended it to me. That game being Genshin Impact. Alright, I played a little bit of that whilst watching the rest of the episode of the podcast I was watching. Okay. Okay, buddy. Buddy. I do like getting screwed in the wall. I need to get used to the camera again. The camera controls are a bit iffy when it comes to the targeting. I'm just warming up. Yeah, in terms of the DLC, we only have one boss fight left. That would be Manus. In my opinion, he is the hardest fight in the DLC. I think by extension in the game. So I'm curious to see how well I'll do as a wizard. But I think I'm less worried about Manus, and I'm more worried about the last main game boss that I need to beat before the Femboy and before the Lord of Cinder. And that's Four Kings. I'm very worried about how Four Kings is gonna go. Because they are very tanky. You need to do a lot of damage to them. Or else they'll just, like, clutter your screen and just kill you. Okay, managed to aggro these guys again. That's good. Hiya! Much better. Roll. Roll. How? It would be great if the spell were to recognize its enemies more often. Like, Homing Crystal Soul Mass is a really good spell, but sometimes it just doesn't shoot at the enemy. I think even just like a regular Homing Soul Mass will do quite a lot of damage to them. You're cooked, buddy. I'm curious to see how much White Dragon Breath is going to do in this place. Is this just a fight against that guy over there? I don't remember that guy. Whoops. I think this enemy only appears here. Like in this hallway specifically. But yeah, one thing I noticed when fighting Kalameet, White Dragon Breath, as long as your enemy is grounded, the range on White Dragon Breath is so good. I caught myself trying to slur again. Oh, I think he's gonna jump. Oh no, he's just gonna try to penetrate me. He can do that. Pew. Okay, so he's got pretty high magic resistance. Uh-oh. Let me take a sip. Leather gauntlets. Do it. Frick. No. I want to learn from the example of my dad. To not swear as much. Oh my god, it's a stranger. Oh. Oh. I feel so bad for you. Yeah, the music that was playing during the Kalameet boss fight was in fact copyrighted. Now the good thing is that after trying it too many times, I turned off the music and played like Sonic music through it, so on my winning attempt, there was Sonic music playing. Luckily though, like, it doesn't really matter that anything's copyrighted at the moment, because I get no views. I get no money. Like, copyright is only an issue if your videos are monetized, which they're not. So, that's a good thing. I can level up, yes. Now, it would be smart to level anything but intelligence, since everything in the DLC area has a lot of magic resistance. But to that I say, you're a pussy. Intelligence all the way, baby. And yes, it was because of the mod, because the mod replaces all sounds, all music, like everything. That's right, I said it. That's the biggest reason I want to stop swearing as much, so that when I do, you'll feel personally attacked. That's right. I'm gonna upgrade this bonfire as well, because Manus is a menace. That's why they call him Menace. It's true. I only need to use one humanity because I got a soft humanity. Right there. See, like right there. You see the 2? There was a 1 there, so I only need to use 1. Reverse my hollowing. And if I'm human and I make it to the boss on my first try, then I can summon the good boy. I can summon the dog in the fight as well. So what makes the humanity not soft? In order to explain that, I think it's easier to explain what soft humanities are. So soft humanities, if I'm going through an area, right, with enemies spawned, and I kill a bunch of enemies, sometimes an enemy will just give you a humanity, and you'll get the one next to your health bar. Those types of humanities we refer to as soft humanities, because when you die, you lose those humanities. I think you do get them back if you pick up your souls, but let's say you die twice, and you lose your souls, you'll also lose that humanity. Now, hard humanities, in comparison, well, I think they're just called regular humanities, but to really note down the difference between soft and hard humanities are the ones that you get in your inventory. These, I can die 27 times, and I'll still have 26 humanities. These will only turn into soft humanities when I use them. So, those are, like, better, because you don't, you could just not use them, and that way you'll save them. Whenever I have a soft humanity, I like to use them on bonfires, because odds are I'm gonna die twice, and I'm gonna lose my humanities. Like, especially if you don't use your humanities often, and you're playing well, sometimes you might be at a point where you have, like, 5 or 6 humanities. If you're not using your humanities at that point, I think you're an idiot. Because odds are you're gonna die, and you're gonna lose all your humanities. So, that's why whenever I say I have soft humanities, I'm kind of implying I want to use them sometime soon. Oh, this area kind of sucks. But I did pick up a new hat in Lost Izalith. So as long as it doesn't, as long as it doesn't make me too heavy, I can equip the maggot. Usually I had this whenever I go into Tomb of the Giants. That's why it was a bit more difficult for me. Look at this. God, I look like such a Giga Chad. This is the thing that killed Solaire. Rest in peace. Praise to the sun. Whoops. No! How did I miss? Now, I did just run in blindly. Gulp. Gorge. Sora. There's a bunch of Heartless here. Blue thing. Oh, that little crystal guy? Those lizards usually drop like crafting materials. Oh, by the way, my internet's dying for a little bit, but it's back. Yeah, like they drop like, usually they drop like Titanite, which you can use at the blacksmith. Man, my internet is still dying again. Oh well. All right, bucko. That one-shot me? That's impressive. And I got poisoned. Yeah, I am. Like, that's good for my VOD, I suppose, but... At least with Dark Souls, the VOD won't matter as much. Because I am mostly just streaming Dark Souls for the fun of it. The Sonic stuff, I might refer to my VODs every now and then when I do the review. When I do the reviews of those games. So, I am happy that I have those mostly done well. The SpongeBob steps? I don't think so. I haven't heard any SpongeBob steps right now. Oh, I hear them now. I don't think it was them, no. Oh, that was too early. Ooh, I win this. I do hear it, though. I think they might be beneath me. That's a poison cloud, by the way. I have that spell. Ow. Dodge. Goodbye, my boy. Delicious. I didn't kindle the bonfire twice. Oh well, I'm expecting to die at least one more time, so that's fine. And if I don't die one more time, well, so be it. Oh, no. That was way too early. Boop. So I'm gonna play a little bit more recklessly to get the shortcuts and stuff. Delicious. I think there's a shortcut. Actually, there might not be. I think the run back to the boss fight here is pretty long. I think that's one of the biggest reasons why I hated Mana so much. These things are kind of cool. They have a pretty high chance of dropping soft humanities, since they look like humanities. I think that's pretty cool. But they can also steal your humanities if you stay close to them for too long. So if you have a bunch of soft ones, these guys can straight up steal them from you, on top of just doing damage. Damn. Because, like, I can walk through them, and then they'll try to steal my humanity, and they'll also drain health. Wonder if I can line them all up and then do... Oh. Damn. Talk about back shots. Telling you. Back shots February. Do I kindle this now? I suppose. Why not? In this case, I will have to use 2.
Nice.
Reverse my hollowing to become human. Such a huge man. And now we kindle the bonfire to get 15 Estus flasks. Isn't that beautiful? The answer is yes. It wasn't a question. You don't get to choose. Yeah, the best thing about having short-term memory loss is I don't remember the layout of this area very much, and once you do know the layout of this area, there's quite a lot of shortcuts you can take to get to the boss fight. Boop. So it's like every time I get to rediscover the shortcut. It's like, whoa. That's so cool. That's a shortcut? That's crazy. Okay, so this time, I'm gonna try to see. Okay, so I can see the guy over there. Damn. Great Soul Arrow did a lot more damage than I thought. Okay, so I got him there. Let me go grab my souls. I want to use White Dragon Breath some more. Q. Okay, that only got the 1. Oh! This is not good. These little ones are dangerous. The little ones are dangerous because my sword will just hit over them instead of hitting them. That's pretty dangerous. This is why Greatsword is goated. Because Greatsword hits the floor. You just hit the ground with your sword. Now, I do want to be human for this, so I'm gonna keep using humanities for now. Gonna keep using them. Because I want to summon Sif for the boss fight. At least once. Oops. Because if I summon Sif, it'll feel more personal when I kill him in the real world, in the current timeline. Because the entire DLC, in case you didn't know, you're essentially traveling back to the past. The entire DLC takes place in the past, where legendary knights still lived, like Artorias and his doge. Those are like the most important. And in the future, you end up having to fight Artorias' dog to get something, to get a ring that Artorias had. Now normally, it's already a pretty sad fight because you don't want to kill a dog. But when you do the DLC, and the dog helps you fight, like the final boss of this area, the dog will actually recognize you. And then you'll feel like a monster. Which I think is pretty funny. Because you'll still have to kill them. Okay, now I run around. See ya later, Tails. Let me take a sip. I don't think there was anything over here, except for this. I think this is a shortcut of some kind. I sure hope they can't jump down ledges. Spider Monkey can grab ledges. Okay, so they can in fact jump down. They all jump down. Sip. Sip. I just don't have a lot of vigor. Or defense, for that matter. Ooh, I could use that carving. Help me. Help me. Like, see, I told you they can drop humanities. Sip.
Delicious.
They even drop hard humanities, which is actually pretty pog. I don't think there's any other enemy that does. Woo! Plunging attack? You thinking what I'm thinking? Plunging attack! Well. That didn't do nearly as much as I hoped it would.
Delicious.
Black Flame. That seems pretty poggers. White Dragon Breath. You're cooked. That's some good damage. Ah. I think I want to do a jump attack. I don't think I wanted to do a jump attack.
Delicious.
I definitely haven't taken the shortest path. Why is that boy following me? I think for traveling through this area, I might be better off equipping my spear. But that does do significantly less damage, since that doesn't scale with intelligence. It's over here. Is that a rat? Oh no, it's a cat. I know this cat too. I think you can join that cat's covenant. Yep. Hold on. Okay. Had to BRB real quick. My dad's like external hard drive died. Very sad. Cause I've told him that he better call like the, because we have a friend has like a computer workshop. And I told him like, you better call that guy because because you should be able to recover the data on there still. And I'm not gonna fuck with it because I know how much stuff is on there. So I was like, I'm not gonna touch this myself, but you should probably tell that guy. Because he should be able to recover the data. If I tinker with it, odds are I'll just fuck it up further. So I think this is a shortcut that gets us closer to the boss, which means that I shouldn't really have upgraded that one bonfire, if that's true. Because all roads lead back to Rome. And in this case, all roads lead back to the Colosseum where you fight Artorias. And the bonfire here, I think might be closer. Oh, I like the lighting here. I think the only visual thing I don't like about the DLC area is the blue gunk. The blue gunk just doesn't look good in my opinion. Oh, here she comes. She's a man-eater. Yeah, I'm excited to be done with Dark Souls, because now that Demon Tides is out, I just really want to play that game. If I wasn't as far into Dark Souls as I am, I would have considered just dropping Dark Souls for the time and just immediately jumping into Demon Tides. But I'll at least have the courtesy of beating this first. Whoops. I think I went into the wrong building. Didn't I? Yes. Did I? I'm lost. No, yes, I did go in the wrong building. That's the building I need to be in, right? Right. Navigationally challenged. Maybe I just need to step on that other one twice, then. Oh no, there's two. There's two roads here. Golly, man. Okay, this is the right one. Yeah. Damn, this one goes fast. Thank God there's no jump button, or I'd die of fall damage. Okay, so now the downside is these guys do all respawn. Hi-ha, fuck. I mean, frick. Big arrow. I don't use the Great Soul Arrow against bosses anyway, so I'm fine with... Okay. I'm fine using that one against NPCs. That stands for non-playable characters, by the way. I know. It's pretty impressive. I do know that. Stay back, buddy. I have a long stick and I'm not afraid to use it. It's over, weird sperm things. I have the high ground. Sperm isn't a swear. Ah! It's just profanity. Listen here, mister. I don't appreciate your tone with me, buddy. There we go. Oh my god. Nightbot did something. Whoa. Ah.
Delicious.
Let me take a look. I'm kind of curious to see what the message was. Yep. Wow. I'm impressed. I'm so proud of you, Nightbot. I always knew you could do it. You just needed a right push of motivation. Okay, so this is clearly the wrong way. Oh, here she comes. Okay, so I don't jump down here. So that little area is a waste of time. But the fact that that elevator was there means that I'm probably close to the boss fight. Because otherwise that shortcut would be very pointless. Oh, humanity. Thanks, bucko. Okay, yeah, this pillar leads to our boss fight. That little gate over there is where we need to be. I mean, average, moderately sized gate. Aw, man. Okay, there's a lot of these guys. Big swing. Ow. Thanks for the humanity, chump. Nice.
Delicious.
I still got 13 heals for the boss fight. Now, where is the summoning thing? Is it in the boss fight itself? That'd be kind of rare. Or did I die? No, I'm just ugly. I didn't die. I'm just hideous to look at. Now let's see if this one also has copyrighted music. I'm gonna assume yes, but I'll give it one shot. Just so that we know what it's supposed to sound like, according to the mod creator. I know that this boss fight has a few moves that I think are a little bit annoying. So I can summon Manus here. Oh! Huh. Ow. Okay, this guy has pretty high magic defense as well. Sip. Sip. How much does this do? Not bad. Now it says there's one big attack that he does that I to this day don't know how to avoid. Ow. That's not the one. There, he just hit me. I think it's his phase 2 attack. Did you know this guy is also a wizard? Bet you didn't know that.
This is becoming one of the hardest parts.
Uh-oh. Does that reach? It does. Ow, 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 ow. His magic attacks are pretty busted. Oh, I'm not dead. I am dead. His magic attacks are almost impossible to avoid for me. Not all of them, but his big AoE does a lot. It's pretty heavy hitting. Okay, now I do need to become human again. Where's Sif's summon? I know you can summon Sif. I gotta find it.
Nice.
Not because I necessarily need his help, but because I want him in the fight. I want him there. He's my precious boy. Yeah, Manus is, to me, the hardest fight in the DLC. I think most of his moves are still pretty fun, except for his magic ones. I don't like dodging those. They have very weird hitboxes too. Like, that time I was completely on me. I just didn't dodge because I thought I was dead. But even if you do dodge, the hitboxes there are super cheeky, super scuffed. I don't like them. So not here. Here. At least the run back shouldn't be too bad. Yum. Dun, 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 dun. Dang it. I can just run past them, but being human, I kind of want to get more humanities from killing these guys. Hey, humanity. That's exactly what I wanted. Are you listening to my mic? Are these humanity-looking things stream snipers? Maybe where that cat was is where the summon sign is. Which would be around this hallway. Get outskilled, bozo. Maybe not. Worst case scenario, I might need to have equipped the Abyss Walker ring. But no, that wouldn't make sense. Because you get that ring from beating Sif. So it would make sense that Sif helps us out here. Because I distinctly remember that shit. That stuff. Dang it. Gosh, darn it, man. Such a potty mouth. Hello there. Goodbye. Making my way downtown, walking fast, faces passing, I'm homebound. Doodly doodly doo. Ooh, the twin humanities. Nice. That's for in case I want to have 20 Estus flasks going into this fight. Which, you know, is it's tempting. I didn't go down here last time. I think... I don't know why, but maybe here is where the summon sign is for Sif. Is it? No. But there is a white Titanite slab. I don't even know what that's used for. What kind of weapon? Maybe to create Manus' staff, because you can't get his staff. Which I do have the stats to use as well, because I'm a wizard. Daily reminder, I am in fact a wizard. Let's top up.
Delicious.
Cockpit Summer 2018. Manus Catalyst by the Soul Blades. Manus Catalyst.
Oh yeah. Uh-oh. Hey, that still hit. Is it somewhere in the arena? Okay, that didn't hit. Too far away from him. Don't think it's anywhere in the arena. Oh god, that was scary. I think I peed my pants a little bit. Let me at least get my stuff back. I'm gonna look up where the summoning sign is for Sif after this. If I don't get it on my second try, I mean. Which I kinda doubt. I live. I die. I live. I'm surprised I lived that. That makes more sense. Get a sip. Uh-oh. This is the worst attack. I'm surprised I avoided it. That's so hard. Sip. I should have probably topped up. I think I'm gonna do that. I did dodge that time, but hitboxes are weird on that one. Okay, that didn't even hit. That's sad. That's it. At least that one hit.
Top hit summer
Go for two.
2018, Manus Catalyst
That was greedy. Oh, greed is fine. Oh no. Oh no. That was lucky. There's clearly a parody song, so surely it won't be copyrighted, right? Yes. Will that reach? That's still reach? That's crazy. You got so much reach. Ooh. Okay, we got two more of these. That move is super deadly. If one of those bullets hits you, like all of them will hit you. That was so fast. Legit second attempt. That's insane. Man, and I didn't get to summon Sif. That's so sad. Aw, man. I think that's all the dialogue she has, yeah. This is her nightmare. But I got you! Dog, I just got you, though. Oh, well. Is Sif nowhere in this arena? Like, can I... Copium, can I still summon Sif? Just for funsies? Man. Sif is so cool, too. Like, her summon is really cool looking. Too bad. So sad. This game just doesn't want me to have any fun as a wizard. I could have been casting spells while Sif the flying dog was just stabbing the enemy. But I was too good at the game. I was gonna look it up the very next attempt. I think there was something you could do with her as well to get a better ending for her, but I don't remember. I don't even think I did it in my playthrough. I think I'm gonna level intelligence up to 55, and I think that's like the soft cap. So then I'll level other stuff. Intelligence level 55 seems like it's more than enough for any magic-related skill checks. Anyway, we can leave the DLC now, so that's pretty pog. Trying to think. Use my old noggin. What's the best next course of action? I think I'm gonna fight Sif now. Just to get that out of the way. First, I'm gonna put my hat on because my hat is... Oh, I also got this hat as well from killing this guy because he's a prick and nobody likes him. So I just killed him. And I got his hat for it. Isn't that cool? I might even keep it equipped. It's actually pretty good looking on me. And it covers up my face. And that way I can kill Sif with a smile on my face. Can I warp to somewhere closer, though? I don't think so. So we're gonna walk all the way to Sif. We're gonna hurt him. Master Logan. Oh yeah, I killed Master Logan. In case you didn't know.
It's not that I'm concerned. Even well,
You're not concerned? All right. I could get more bullets for Soul Spear? And I can get that.
All right. That may.
I think more bullets for Soul Spear is pretty pog. I kind of want more of that. So I'm going to use all of these. Surely that'll give me enough.
No.
Yeah. I think that's enough.
Then as.
More Soul Spear, please. More of these I might as well get as well, but...
All right.
But Soul Spear is goated. It casts super fast and it does a lot of damage. Crystal Soul Spear is even better, but I can't buy 2 of those, so... Let's just get more bullets for the other one. What do we get rid of? I'll get rid of regular Soul Arrow. It's been here all game, but I think it's time to finally replace it. Anyway, let's go kill a dog. As a dog owner myself, I'm gonna take a lot of joy in this. Sure do love killing dogs. Wahoo, that's the Dark Souls charm. Gosh, what a lovely grimace. I wonder how much defense the rest of this outfit has. Or this one, for that matter. It's got pretty high magic defense. Comparing it to what I was wearing. Oh, wait. Ooh. Where is Logan's hat? Big hat. Oh, yeah, I did max out the level on that. So I'm gonna keep wearing the big hat, actually. I was like, this is probably gonna be my outfit for the rest of the game, so I'm gonna max out the level on it. What the?
Good stuff.
Huh? I'm confused. I don't know why I got all that stuff. Oh well. Huh. Do not scare me. I am a big boy. And when you scare me, you make me look like a small boy. You also want some? No witnesses. Okay, now the forest area where Sif resides, you can explore it, and there is like some stuff to find, but usually I just run through it because the enemies there are pretty annoying. It has like these cat hedgehog things that roll into you, do a lot of damage. I think I can fully avoid them if I take the alternate entrance, which I think I'll do. Though then again, I am very high level at this point, so I think those cats would not be a big deal if I were to cast, like, Homing Crystal Soul Mass on them. So out of sheer curiosity, I might end up trying that. Ooh, I can one-shot them now.
Good stuff.
I also played more Sonic Spinball on my own free time. This time playing it the way that I recommended other people to play it. Just putting a save... oh, I bit my tongue. Putting a save state at the start of each level. And the game is like 10 times more fun that way. Like, I honestly think Sonic Spinball is a really fun game if you play it like that. Gets pretty fun regardless, but that way I can actually solidly recommend the game.
Good stuff.
Because you don't have to worry about going back to the start of the game every time you die. You sit down at this bonfire in case I die. It would be very unfortunate if I were to die. Death is not very pog. You know what? I'm gonna get rid of. I'm gonna tune my magic. Gonna remove this. And the reason I'm gonna leave an empty slot is because I want to replace this ring, which gives me an extra slot, with the ring that I bought, which boosts sorcery, which I think means that my spells will do more damage. Okay, now this area has a bunch of NPCs that if you go here at the beginning of the game, this place is a nightmare. Oh my god, he kicked me.
Oh
Ow.
no.
Delicious.
And I think most of these NPCs won't attack you if you join the Covenant of the Cat that I mentioned earlier. Ow. He thought he was cheeky. You don't smell like soap at all. Bam, 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 bam. There's also an assassin somewhere around here. He's the one that usually gives me the most trouble. That and like the ranger with the bow. Though since I've got range myself. That shouldn't prove too much of a challenge. Okay, that's the assassin. I'm a one-man army, baby. Sorsini is no longer the little boy you can mess with. He's a big boy now. An actual wizard, not just the butt of a joke who only knows one spell. Truly a character arc of the ages. Okay, bucko. Silly boy. This area is still not the area I'm referring to, by the way, with the cats. This one just mostly has those human NPCs, and I think they respawn as well. And then these grass guys, which we're used to fighting them. So, I think if I pick up that item, which I think is an armor set, a bunch more of these guys will pop up out of the ground.
Oh no.
Oh no, indeed.
Oh no.
Take a sip.
Delicious. Good stuff.
Or maybe they already all spawned. Ow. Hiya! Congratulations, buddy. You're cooked.
Good stuff.
Yeah, it was an armor set. The Eastern set. Aren't you lucky? Okay, I think that is mostly everything for this specific place. Now we can... Oh yeah, I've been here before. Now that area would lead to the area with the cats and stuff that I mentioned. And since I am kind of curious about them, I do want to approach from this side. Because approaching from this side normally is not very smart. There's one of them. Usually they come in pairs, so... Soul Spear does not kill. Yeah, just based on how many souls they give, they are not average enemies. There's 2 more of them. I thought they always came in pairs. Two hits real quick. Yes. Oh, wow. It takes 3 soul spears to kill them?
Oh no.
I love that you can't see it for half the fucking time. I've never killed all 3 of them.
Delicious.
I don't even think it does anything for you. Just bragging rights, I suppose. Well, I now have rights to brag, I suppose.
Good stuff.
Mushroom people! Oh. Oh, you're running to Papa? Really? That does not kill, but that does do a lot of damage.
Oh no.
I remember these guys being pretty resistant to physical attacks. It looks like these guys are actually quite weak to magic. Which I will take.
Delicious.
We've had the inverse for far too long now.
Good stuff.
Did not know I could backstab these guys. Oh gosh.
Good stuff.
Enchanted Ember. Ooh, so I can make an enchanted weapon. But that would be take way too much effort. I'll just stick with my current sword. But it's good for if you're going for like a spell sword build. Which is based. If you're going for a spell sword build. I do consider you based if you do that. Mimic? Mimic Desune? No. Ah, the stone set. If you don't have Havel's armor, the stone set is a good alternative for high defense and no mobility. Which is great for 4 kings. I might end up using one of those 2 sets for 4 kings. Keyword being might, because I might not even be able to equip them at all. Like if I end up heavy rolling, that doesn't matter. Heavy rolling is okay. I guess I can try Sif even with my limited spells. Because we are pretty busted. Yeah. Hello, Doge. Is he at least gonna smell the smell of Artorias on me? Because I did also kill him. Damn, I really needed to get close. Artorias' greatsword was not that big, by the way. Hugely exaggerated. Neither was Sith this big at the time, to be fair, though. Hello, Doge. His fur really does remind me of Sonic Unleashed on PS3. With how blurry it looks. Ow.
Oh no.
Jeez Louise. I'll make it quick. I wonder what this song is all about.
Delicious.
Not having Sif's actual theme here is kind of a crime, I'm not gonna lie. Damn, that's a lot of damage.
Oh no. Oh no.
Okay, White Dragon Breath just misses.
Oh no.
Now he should be limping. For sure. Yeah, you better limp, buddy. Bye.
Stuff.
Okay, the Covenant of Artorias is what we needed.
Good stuff.
I think its description gives you a hint on why you would use it, / when. Traverse Abyss. We need to use that to fight the Four Kings. Ooh,
Good stuff.
Hornet Ring, what does this do? Boost critical attacks. Huh. Isn't that nice? Okay, now I can just leave, so I'm gonna do that. Let's get a Homer Bone in here. I guess since I still have a lot of time, I might as well just go to the last major area of the game as well. First, let's level up. 55 intelligence. Let's get some vitality as well. Time to go to Spooky Town. Let's get spooky. I think there is a weapon that you can use against ghosts at all times. But I'm not sure which one. I think it might be holy damage. Thinking about it. That would make the most sense. I don't know if magic works against ghosts. I guess we're gonna find out. Though we do also have another item that we can use. I don't know if we have any yet. I also don't know if there's an NPC that sells them nearby before we get into the area. Okay, we don't have any of the item that I'm referring to yet. Which, if we don't, if magic doesn't work against these guys, then that would mean that we need a lot of those transient curses, is what I think they're called. It's either transient curses or we need to actually just get cursed. And if we do that, we can deal damage to ghosts. Because this here ghost town actually has spooky ghosts. It's very scary. Very spooky scary. Let me get... Posture check. I used to have so many friends, now I'm a ghost town. Now I've been running, don't know what I found. Just for brevity, I'm gonna bring it back up. So that if / when I die, we'll have a faster time coming back here. It's a good strat.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
New Londo, I like as an area.
Oh no.
I'm not a... And I like the ghost gimmick.
Oh no.
It's just, you know, in practice, it's kind of annoying. But I still overall think this area is really good. I like it quite a lot. Figuring out for the first time how to attack the ghosts was a very fun puzzle that I can say with confidence I actually figured out myself. And in my case, the first time around, I just cursed myself. And then went through the area. But then I read the item description of one item that I kept picking up from all the ghosts. Then I was like, oh. Ghosts dropped this item here that gives you temporary curses, essentially. Okay, let's find out. Okay, magic does not work. Ooh. That was hot.
Oh no.
Please, by all means. By all means. And by the way, a shockingly large part of this area you can actually do even if you don't attack the ghosts. Which I wouldn't recommend because that shit's annoying if you don't do it the way it's intended. But you can. You sick, twisted person. I think I actually missed the guy that sells you the ghost stuff. Which is kind of bad because I'm getting closer and closer into this area. At least I don't have many souls. I'm glad I never played Dark Souls as a kid. This stuff would have given me nightmares. I was kind of a pussy, I'm not gonna lie. Kick ladder, it's a shortcut. W shortcut. Tell me when's it gonna come around? I used to wanna be a hero. Ow, 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 ow. So I don't have any temporary curses at the moment. Which does suck. Oh, I didn't sit down at the other bonfire. Should do that. Where can I buy that stuff? I don't think any of the local salesmen here sells them. But I do distinctly remember there being a guy behind prison bars, kind of similar to this lady. In New Londo, and in New Londo, if you kill that guy, he can sell you, well, no, if you don't kill him, but he sells you transient curses, which is what I need right now. And I'm surprised that I didn't pick any up. I could have sworn the game gives you them pretty early on in this area, at least one. Because they're essentially like temporary curses that you need to like repop every now and then. So guess I'll be looking for that. I hear breathing. Yeah, this is the guy, I think. Let me pop some... Actually, no. First, I'll see if he can sell it.
It's safe. Although, how about I'll show you.
Oh, this guy's a smith. Look at that. He does not sell transient curses.
Come back soon. Smithing, don't let.
So you're useless. Does my holy damage sword do something here? I don't even know if I can equip it. How much damage would this do? Not enough. I guess getting cursed is my best bet right now. Though I don't really want to get cursed. Oh, maybe this guy has some.
Oh no.
Nope, that's an S-Stock. There's Transient Curse. That's the item that you want to have for most of this area. Pop one and you'll be able to touch the dead for a while. I'm gonna use Great Soul Arrow to see if that also means that magic will work. Yes. And ghosts themselves also drop transient curses for the most part. So you're not gonna run out super quickly. Ooh, a Firekeeper soul. Poggers. Since I did just run through that first area, I should have a ladder somewhere over here, because I did kick that down, because that was very smart of me. So I might need to lower the water level before I actually have access to that. I'm not sure. We'll find out. Patience, my child. Can we do one tap these guys? Boop. You idiot. Do I explore the area? Yeah, sure, why not? Why not? I've got time. Okay, contraption does not move.
Oh no.
I honestly think it would have been better if an NPC gave you the transient curse instead of you just finding it on some random corpse. I think that would have been would have been better. I don't know why. Would have preferred that. So now it just feels awfully convenient that, oh look, there's just some random corpse here that gives you exactly what you need. That's a stronger variant, by the way. That's why I was kind of hoping I would one-shot them, and I did one-shot them. Yeah, this is the shortcut we unlocked.
Good stuff.
Larg Soul. Okay, buddy's just gonna stay underneath. It's not gonna come up. That's kind of cringe, I'm not gonna lie. Get here. Why are you not coming over, my friend? I would like to have you here. Jesus.
Oh no.
Sip. Oh.
Oh no.
Sip.
Delicious.
Oh no.
Sip.
Delicious.
Pog. Nice. Screw you guys. You know what? I'm not even going to entertain the thought of dueling you. I'm just going to shoot you. Always bring a gun or a magic equivalent to a gun to a sword fight. Or a ghost fight, even. This guy's important. Hello there.
This is a surprise. I get few visitors, save for ghosts. You have the Lord Vessel.
Sure do.
Very impressive.
Yeah.
I know exactly what your intentions are.
Yeah.
You seek the four kings whom I guard over.
No.
The key to the sea.
I don't want to fight the four kings.
The four kings slumber in the deepest chamber of the ruins. Use this
I hope
key to
magic will break this boss fight in half.
and open the floodgates. Oh, and do not forget, the dark wraiths reside in a dark void called the Abyss.
The
But
Abyss.
This is no place for ordinary mortals. Although, long ago, the knight Artorias traversed the Abyss. If you can find him and learn from him, the Abyss may prove surmountable.
We already did that. Isn't that cool?
Hello, the key to the...
Oh. Oh, this guy can also break your curse? That's pretty cool. Anyway, I'm gonna purchase some more. Resist curse. Huh. Anyway, see ya.
Delicious.
Yummy, yummy in my tummy. I do think we need a flood we need a flood New Londo before we can access the boss fight. And also if you flood the area, actually we need to not flood. What is the opposite of flood? Drain. Drain New Londo. Because right now it's submerged in water. You can get rid of all that water. And then there's more enemies down there as well. Some that you only encounter in that submerged section of New Londo, which I think is really cool. I'm pretty sure that if you go over here, there's some ghosts that show up. No? There's a ghost over here, though. Homeboy just gonna stay there? I guess they are. Surely they won't start chasing me once I'm at a certain specific point on the map. No? Alright then, buddy. Whatever you say. Humanity. Let me collect all the loot that I care to pick up. Ooh, a rare ring of sacrifice. It's actually pretty cool. I don't think there is any point where we have to die at this point in the game, at least like intentionally. I think we've done all of those segments. But I think that one allows you to die twice before it breaks. And you get to keep your souls. Will I die if I drop down? And if so, Can I drop down without dying somewhere? No. It seems I cannot, which would tell me that if I were to drop down here, I will not die. Some of you may die, but that is a sacrifice I am willing to make. Huh. That was nothing. There's basically no fall damage. Oh wait, isn't this where the boss is? I think it is, which... No, it can't be. We definitely still need to drain New Londo first. But where? Where must I go to accomplish such a feat? And also, I haven't used the key yet, so I know that that's not the actual area. Contraption does not move. Oh. Well, there we go. And now we can... Now we can get rid of the water. Can drain New Londo. Gosh, my shield is so flippin' sexy. Let's go. I love the vibes here so much. It's such a cool looking area. Spooky. Very spooky, scary. I do not like the spook. It makes me pee my pants. Now I think if I were to jump... No. It's like, I think if I were to jump down here, the boss fight's here. But no. It's a different tower. But now we can take this elevator. Elevator, escalator, bam, 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 bam. Ugh. Why are the walls sticky? Isn't this area so spooky? I'm standing on a bunch of moist corpses right now. Those Dark Knights are tough, by the way. They don't just think they're tough, they're actually tough. I think they even have a ranged attack, but I'm not sure. Yeah. It's not a ranged attack, but I think it's an insta-kill attack. In the past, I'd parry them to kill them. But I've completely forgotten the parry timing on those. This is a shortcut to the Valley of the Drakes, by the way. No need to fight them. Unless if you want to use that bonfire, but I don't know why you would. Stealth. Hello there. That's a force shield. Isn't that fucking cool? Ow. Ow. Ow.
Delicious.
There we go. Cooked.
Good stuff.
I don't think this is the boss fight. No. This is an arena with a bunch of bigger enemies, though. So you should be careful. Let's lure that guy over here. Oh!
Oh no!
That scared me. Man, that fucking spook. That scared me. That got me good. Let me take a sip.
Delicious.
I need to stop trying to do that. It's my weakest equipped spell, by the way. Suck it, boy. Sip.
Delicious.
Pretty sure there's another Skull Knight in here somewhere. Can't parry that. I'm gonna stop trying to parry these guys. It's not good for me.
Delicious.
Oh no.
I'm out of drinks. That's no good. Seems like a hallway that would have ghosts in it.
Good stuff.
But I'm not sure if there are still ghosts in this bottom area. But just because I'm not sure, doesn't mean I shouldn't be on guard. The moment you drop your guard is the moment you die. It's kill or kill be world out there, son. I think there's a chest over here. I thought wrong. Well, well, well. There is a chest over here, though. Are you a mimic? Doesn't seem like it. A very big ember. That's a big W. If I've ever seen one. Now I gotta go all the way back down. Ay, ay, ay. For a second, I thought that was like one of those puddles that you leave behind when you die, and I was like, I don't think I died here. Damn. I didn't think that would give me fall damage. Okay, so we've gone through here. There's at least one Skull Knight here. I think there might be multiple.
Good stuff.
I think most of this area is optional, by the way. Gotta keep your eyes peeled, son. Like a sword, I'm drawn into the heat of day.
Good stuff.
Like a knight, I'll fight until the fight is won. In the rage, I'll slay each and every one. Uh-oh. Till this war is won, and I'm meant to rule by the sword, slashing through the every inch of the power in you. I have not replayed Sonic and the Black Knight. It's so gosh darn long. Oh, I circled around. Isn't that neat? Doesn't that just make you feel special? When you circle around and you're like, oh, I've been here before. Wow. That's pretty cool. That's crazy. Ah, it's another one of these guys. But I know there's also a bunch of fucking Skull Knights. I think there might even be ghosts this time around. No, no. Big W. Those slimes are very hard to deal with when you're doing like the old great sword build. That's why I was kind of like, ugh. I think there's another, at least another Skull Knight here. Yeah. Do you want to bait you out? Boop. It's Backshot Friday. Anyone else want some sauce? I could have sworn there was some ghost stuff. Must have misremembered. By the way, I think that over there is the boss fight, which we are severely underprepared for, I might add. I said I wouldn't do it. I said I wouldn't do it, but I did it anyway. Ooh, he trusted me, the Skull Knight. He was like, I trust you on this. You're not gonna do it, are you? And I'll be like, no, no, I will not do it. I will not do it, my friend. But then I did it. I betrayed his trust. I would say I feel bad about that. But can't say I do. Can't say I do, to be honest. Now, I do think there's a shortcut from up top so that you don't have to go through all this again. I think you just have to go through the Skull Knights for the most part with the route that I'm familiar with. And I think it's because you could just jump down from one of these little bridges. Just in case, I'm gonna Homer Bone, though. Because now we do also have a Firekeeper Soul. So we can get +4 Estus Flask. Not +5, because I'm missing the +5 somewhere. The 5th Firekeeper Soul, but it doesn't matter. +4 is enough with how much vigor I have. Thank you. Goodbye. I am gonna double down and do a little double dipping on humanity. Let's just use one of these.
Nice.
I do want to enter that boss fight with 15 Estus Flasks, I think. So let us reverse the Hollowing and kindle Bonfire. And then let's try to fight 4 Kings. And after that, we're so close to the end of the game. Like, if we manage to get 4 Kings on, like, our 3rd try, maybe, and the other boss fight that we still have left also goes well, we could just beat the game today. Meaning that next week after Sonic 3, next week would be really fun if that's the case. I mean, regardless, it would be fun because I do enjoy Dark Souls, but it wouldn't be the frustrating kind of fun. Because Sonic 3 is a comfort game, and I'm really good at 3D platformers, so I think Demon Tides is going to be a pretty comfortable ride for me as well. Which, by the way, I got extra, like, it's already on sale, right? Because, like, they released the game and they put it on sale, which, that's cool. That's cool. That's great. But they put it on double sale if you buy it in combination with Demon Turf. And with how Steam works, and this is something that I absolutely adore about Steam, if you already owned Demon Turf and buy the combo pack, instead of paying for a game you already own, it'll instead apply a bigger discount on the other game. So, despite the fact that Demon Tides is on sale, I got it for even better sale because I bought the combo pack. And I already had Demon Turf. I love that stuff. That's so cool. I love saving money. That's great. I'm always sitting here talking about, oh, I like to support my developers, but if I can penny pinch even a little bit, even if you just give me the illusion that I'm penny pinching, I'm like, yeah, that's right, I ripped off the developers. Hell yeah. Yeah, Steam sales are goated. No wonder people are claiming Steam has a monopoly. They do have a monopoly. It's true. There really is no other competition. I think going to that bridge is where I want to be. Ooh, that was clutch. Does climbing the ladder do anything for me? Hello. Goodbye. Hello. Goodbye. Anyone else want some sauce? Is that the boss over there? Because if so, I can't reach it from here, and I'll have to climb. I'll have to climb the ladder. I do like relearning the walk back to every boss fight. Every playthrough, man. I can't remember stuff like this for the life of me. I'm gonna jump. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna jump. Ah. That scared me. That scared me more than anything else. Goodbye. You prick. Is the elevator the way to go? I could have sworn there was a better shortcut that didn't involve going to the Valley of the Drakes. Because the Valley of the Drakes wouldn't even be that much of a shortcut. Maybe it's just that the slimes don't respawn. Maybe they're one of those enemy types that stay dead. Because if that's already true, then that would already make it pretty good. No witnesses. Can I make it up here? Maybe if I try it again. I feel like we can do that. Yeah. The big cheese.
Oh no.
Oh no. Delicious.
Let's go kill this guy and then I'll top up.
Delicious.
Coming into this area without knowing where the enemies are that are still alive. It's kind of spooky. Sucks to suck, buddy. Okay, looks like the slime didn't respawn. Skull Knights do, though, so there's gonna be at least 2. Did they both get aggroed? Yikes, they did. Goodbye. The low ground is super efficient. Big pog on the low ground. Okay. Okay, but this is good. This is gonna be it. Let's change equipment. The Abyss Walker ring. And now we fall into the abyss. Even my strongest spell does not do nearly enough. Should have kept hitting that thing. This will definitely be at least a 3 attempt, Andy. Okay, you can keep hitting him when he's dying, which is pretty cool. Yeah, they all spawn in at a set period of time. That's why there's a long space of nothingness right now. Okay, so we're waiting for one more. I can't believe I first tried this. That wasn't nearly as bad as I thought it was gonna be. I guess the DLC just fucking prepped me. Dang it! I did it again! My potty mouth. Boop. First try. Easy peasy. That's what being over-leveled gets you. Well, guess we're beating the game today. Well, actually, I think the last boss we have before we can do the final boss is one that's very, very buffed against magic. So let's not cheer too early. Okay, so that still doesn't give us an extra attunement slot. In that case, it might be better to go for vitality and endurance. Let's warp. We actually need to go to Anor Londo now. For the last Lord Soul. Isn't that interesting? We need to fight a femboy. Also, hello there, buddy.
Go ahead, even an undead. Have you heard of Seath?
I have.
He became Lord at the Regal
Killed him.
His very the archives became a dun. Now, it looms over this, but I should warn again.
Even approach, huh?
What is it? What am I? A gate. The bonfires, they are linked to one another, yet never shall the key. If you require wreck, that is.
Alright, bet. See ya. Okay. I'm surprised at how easy Four Kings was. I thought that was going to be way worse. Their moves were pretty easy to dodge as well. Remember that being a lot harder. Though Four Kings becomes really hard when the aforementioned Four Kings spawn in. Like, it's based on a timer, not based on how much damage you do, right? Like with the gargoyles, after you do a certain amount of damage, the second gargoyle does his animation where he shows up. In the Four Kings fight, it's a certain amount of seconds, and then the next one spawns. If you haven't killed the first one when the second one spawns, you'll be fighting 2 bosses at the same time. And if you haven't killed either of them when the third one spawns, you'll be fighting 3 bosses at the same time. So you can't have all of them spawned in and make an absolute nightmare of a boss fight for yourself. Not recommended. So that's why it's integral that you kill the first one as quickly as possible, essentially. Just for a smooth experience. I don't really remember where the femboy is. I think it was somewhere... I think it was on the lower end of Anor Londo. Not here, though. Is there a place even lower than here? No. Doesn't seem like it. Ugh. Man, that one's tickling my nose. Tickling it real good. Maybe it had something to do with changing the level around. Okay, so now we're going further down. Is there something at the bottom here? I didn't think I saw anything, but... Well, looks like this is it. This here bonfire's got something secret. You can just tell by looking at it. I am going to use 1 humanity. Actually, no, I'll use 2 humanities to immediately make this one pretty tough. Because we're not going to use the humanities for anything else, right? So, scroll past them. Whoops. And since we're human, it would only cost 2 humanities to bring this one up to level 3. After that, I'm going to take a tinkle, and then we're going to go fight the last 2 bosses. We're just doing a big old boss rush. So that's fun. Time to tinkle. Be right back. Alt. I'm back. Let's do this. I'm excited. If finishing this game doesn't take too long, I might even start Demon Tides today. Maybe. I shouldn't get too excited though. Ring of the Sun's Firstborn. What is this about? Boosts miracles. Ugh, cringe. Was there an emote I needed to do? I think there might be some emote you needed to do. Let's do a proper bow. That wasn't it. Point up. Hey, you. Point down. Hey, you. Maybe I need to kneel. Do I have kneel? I do have this version of bow. Let's try that one. I don't remember. I think one way you can get access to this boss is by killing the lady, but I don't want to do that. Let's talk to her. So where am I now? Is this Altar of the Grave Lord? No. Maybe I need to wear the ring that was just given to me. Nope. Let me use repair powder real quick. I could have... I know it as, like, I know the bosses are literally right here. I'm just gonna look it up. I don't care. I've done it in the past. Gwendolyn, that's the one. Oh, they're optional? The Dark Moon Seance Ring? Do we have that? I didn't know they were optional. How do I get the Dark Moon Seance Ring? If the Dark Moon Seance Ring isn't too hard to get, I'll do that. Dark Moon Seance Ring location. In the catacombs. Yikes. Well, at least the catacombs isn't too far. Wait, I do have that. Bruh, I'm just blind. Oh no, it's the white seance ring. What the fuck? Let's just let's just watch a video where it says where it is. This video is private. Well, fuck. Let me just look it up. Dark Moon Seance Ring.
Hello everyone, my name is Sonankila, and in this video I'll be showing you where to find the Dark Moon Seance Ring and how to join can win, and I'll be showing you the most straightforward way for the catacombs. And here I'll be showing you the most straightforward way without using any shortcuts to the ring.
Okay. Ten times speed is crazy for a guide. Okay, so the fog wall.
And here where you can find these giants.
Alright, bet. Doesn't take too long. Likely Banovator. Hold up, hold up. Boop. Can I do it permanently? Oops. Well, that works. Okay. So I did look it up. Also, let me equip this again. I think, well, we at least have one of the first catacombs bonfire, so I'll try to go there. Surely that'll be the one that I need. Surely. I don't think this is the one I need, actually. Shame. In that case, we'll go there from Firelink. There's two ways you can get to, Gwendolyn. Either you kill Guinevere, the big booba lady, which I'm not gonna do because I'm faithful. Yes, that's the only reason. Or, alternatively, you can get the Dark Moon Seance Ring, which is in the catacombs, so I'm gonna do that option, because that option lets me spare Guinevere, which is pretty pog. And who knows, maybe we can get some dialogue out of it from Guinevere. You know, this area shouldn't be too big of a threat anymore since we've got a lot of damage because intelligence. Oh, he's busting. He's busting his load. Goodbye. Ah, damn it, broke my ankles. Hate when that happens. Goodbye. Goodbye. I don't need to sit at any of the bonfires on the way. 'Cause I am le epic. Boop. Ah! Scared the shit out of me. No. Cease with your goddamn Discord shit. Fuckers. Why does everyone want access to my Discord? Even Discord wants my private information. Nowhere is safe. See, I swore there on purpose because I hate bots and all that type of stuff. It's infecting Twitch, man. Like, I've banned over 60 accounts in my, like, what, 2 months streaming? Maybe 3? And I get no viewers, so... That's how much I'm having to ban. Think about how much someone who's actually trying to, like, properly stream has to ban.
Oh no.
Damn. Dang, I mean, I don't hate you skeletons that much. You guys are pretty chill. Hiya. At this rate, like, I'll have, like, my first active chatter / user, and I'll just ban them immediately, because as soon as I see activity, I'm like, oh, this must be a bot. See ya. You know what? I think that's pretty based of me. And that's pretty poggers. One, two. Thank God I wasn't more than 2, because I can only count to 4. Okay, so that's where we need to be for the Dark Moon Seance Ring. This man had the same idea as me. I was just quicker on the draw. Nothing personnel, kid. I do need to find the switch to turn this. Now once we have that, we're all set. I know to the left over there is the, it's a bonfire. I think this is it. Yeah, nice. I won't need to grab that bonfire. Because I'm overconfident. I think just walking through this door is going to get rid of all of my little balls. This is my last. Oh, that means that there's one of those Resi guys over here. Resident Evils. Ooh. Sip. What's over here? So the little guide I watched did not show the guy going over here. But curiosity is gonna get me here anyway. I need to know what the... Oh! That's the Resi guy. Oh, there's more than one? There's multiple Resi guys in this area. There's evil afoot in this residence.
Sing, 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 sing.
Heh. Not with me, buddy. I really should have just stayed focused on the goal. Because now I'm lost and I don't have the Dark Moonlight Seance Ring. That's how you say it. Oh, I'm back at the start. That was surprisingly quick for my standards. My navigational skills aren't as bad as I thought they would be. Ya-da-da-da-dum, da-dum, da-da-da-da-da-dum, da-da-dum, da-dum, dum, da-da-dum. Man, I just reminded myself, I really want to rewatch Attack on Titan again. Such a good show. So friggin' good. I still haven't seen the last movie thing. Like the last episode, specifically, of the show. I've read the manga. But I got really annoyed with all the Season 4 BS they were pulling. It's like, oh, this is the final season. This is the final season part 2. This is the final season part 3. The final one, for real this time. But this is the final season part final. And this is the final movie.
Oh no.
Alright then, bucko.
Oh no.
Ooh, a scimitar. Okay, now let me see if I can find my bone. The last 3 times I've used it, I've thought to myself, maybe I should put it in my quick equip menu. But every time I'm like, nah. I only have a very small amount of the game left anyway, so it doesn't matter. Every time. Okay, so let's equip the Dark Moon Seance Ring. Now, Gwendolyn is someone who I think it might be best to fight them with my sword in my right hand instead of with magic. At the very least, I should get very close, because at range, Gwendolyn is very dangerous. He's a scary guy. Shoots a lot of laser beams. I'm definitely gonna die pretty quickly on the first couple of attempts. Oh, I didn't bring it back up. That's not very good. Can I warp back to that one? Well, I suppose it doesn't really matter. If I die on my way back there, so be it. I don't think it was one of the teleport points that I could choose. Boom. Fall damage. Oh damn, he survived that first hit. That was impressive. Yum dum 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 doo 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 doo. Gonna kill a fanboy right now. Gonna do it, gonna make it look so freaking cool. Goodbye. Idiot. Silly little guy. He's coming. Oh Lord, he coming. Just so anticlimactic. Goodbye. Goodbye. I like flopping them around like that. It's very cute. Well, I can at least call it up here. And then I can climb down, call it down there, and then take it back with me. I don't know what I thought I was doing there. I don't know what I was cooking. I thought I was cooking something, but I think I might have burnt it. Sanctuary Garden is DLC. Chamber, no. I don't know, London, no. Yeah. That's the checkpoint we need. At least now, if it did save the state of the building thing, we should just be able to walk onto it again. So it's not that big of a time loss normally, I think. I do believe they should be fine. Now, please come here. I got the chills. Okay. No more monkey business. Aw, man. It didn't save the state of the... That's so silly. That's so stupid. I don't like that. It saved me dying. But it didn't save the state of the building I was turning? Come on. That's not very cool. It's not very cool at all. I gotta waste my gosh darn time. Let's shimmy around again. Yabba dabba dee bee doo doo bee doo bee doo dee bee doo dee doo 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 doo. Oh, so he can throw at me, but I can't throw at him? That's what you get for being unfair. That's called karma, my friend. You sure you want to do that? Gave him a chance. See you later, my boy. Ooh. Thank you. Okay, this time we wait 2 business days instead of 1 business day. Then we'll be fine. We'll already grab my souls, though. Not that I had many. But still. Okay, so we're soul... yeah. Definitely start with Soul Spear. Okay, now we pull this down twice. And then we can go fight our boss fight. Very excited. Very excited for that one. Yabba dabba deem 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 deem. Wow, this is so trippy. Yabba dabba dee dee doo doo doo. I'm gonna rearrange my spell so that I start with Crystal Soul Spear, So who knows? Maybe that'll be enough to kill him. Tune magic. Okay, fine. I'll just unequip everything. So we start with Crystal Soul Spear, then we go to Soul Spear, then we go to Soul Spear. I think I'll keep it so that afterwards we have our more defensive spell. Homing Crystal Soul Mass. Then we'll get White Dragon Breath. Regular Homing Soul Mass. Do I need 2 of those? No. Instead, I'll get 2 of... Ooh, Dark Bead. I don't think I've tried that one. I'm just gonna try that one for fun. I want to see what it does. Ooh, that's a pretty fun one. I'm gonna keep that one equipped for now. I'm probably not gonna get to use it in this fight. But, you know.
Halt! This is the tomb of the great Lord. Tarnished it shall not be by the feet of men. Thou art a true disciple of the Dark Sun. Cast aside thine ire. Hear the voice of myself, Gwyndolin, and kneel before me.
I don't think I have the... Oh, I do have the kneel.
O disciple of the Dark Sun, thou hast journeyed far. Hear my voice. If thou shalt swear by the covenant to become a shadow of Father Gwyn and Sister Guinevere, a blade that shall hunt the foes of our lords, then I shalt protect thee, safeguarding thy person with the power of the dark moon.
No.
Very well. We shall not need speak. Exit here and...
See ya. I'm sorry, I really want to kill the optional boss. Do the last one.
Why trespasseth upon the great Lord's tomb, whilst thou art a disciple of the Dark Sun?
I'm not. I rejected that stuff.
Mark the words of myself, Gwyndolin. Thou shalt not go unpunished.
I bet. This setting, by the way, is the exact same setting of one of the boss fights in Sonic and the Secret Rings. The boss fight against the Jin guy. I think his name's Jin. Oh. Oh. That's some massive damage. Okay, that misses. I think those do track a little bit, so you do want to dodge them late. Okay, now we've just got our regular soul spears. Oh shit. Oof. Bye. That's probably copyrighted.
Swathed in dark.
I forgot about the snake tails Enos.
Eternal curse upon thee.
That fight was a lot easier as a mage, actually. I thought that was going to be way harder since they use magic. I thought they were going to be highly resistant. But no, they were super squishy. Alright, easy peasy. Let's go to the end of the hallway. Just because I can now. Gwendolyn was like, you will not touch your feet upon this hallway. And I'm like, yeah, nah. I'm gonna do it anyway. I'm gonna do my own thing. It would be super funny if these were all mimics. Just as like a final FU. Just in case you had trouble with this boss fight. Just all of them be mimics. That would be great. Empty. Not empty. One day I'll do a faith-only build. But that day is not today, my friend. I'm not walking down this entire hallway. Homeward Bone, my friend. Okay, now let's talk to Guinevere. I'm curious to see if she has anything to say about my impressive skills. Let's get some more endurance. Chamber of the Princess. And then we can go finish the game. We've got everything. Everything we need. Hello.
Oh, chosen undead, thou hast journeyed.
I sure have.
Father's role thou shouldst assume. Thou shalt end it this eternal twilight, and seek a friend to the primordial. Please, thou
Alright, bet.
now thou shalt make.
Alright, let's do this for Guinevere, for our big booby waifu. Let's go. Let us warp to Firelink Shrine. I'm ready. We would have still been human ever since Forking if it wasn't for me just jumping down that cliff. That would have been a cool flex. But alas, I decided to be an idiot. I think I need to hit them.
No, I'm fine. I'm fine. Well and wide awake. Do not treat me like an old withering snake.
It's okay if you were sleeping, buddy. I just wanted to wake you up.
I am. Is it?
Oh. You can feed him slabs? Why? I'm kind of curious to try. Sure. Oh. Okay.
Very well.
I never used that for anything, but I guess if you want something very specific. We talked to him in around the middle of the game, and he brought us to the area where I'm going right now. But back then, when he brought us here, we couldn't do anything with it because we needed the 4 Lord Souls. Now, I've got all 4 Lord Souls. I've done every boss fight in the game even. I went overkill. So now, I can offer souls to the Lord Vessel. And when I do, we unlock the final area of the game. It's a very short area, but it's the final one nonetheless. Today went a lot smoother than I thought it would. 4 Kings was super duper easy. Gwendolyn, super easy. Manus also went really well. Second try Manus was very impressive for me. I usually struggle with that one quite a lot. I think in this entire playthrough, we struggled a lot at the beginning to get our spells. But once you have your spells and you've raised your intelligence a bit, mage build does become very easy. At the beginning, this run was way harder than anything else I'd done. This is copyrighted. No! 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 Cease! Is that going to be the song for the entire area? I hope not. This place looks absolutely amazing, though. Kiln of the First Flame. And in case you're wondering, yes, we do need to be over there in that big Colosseum to fight the final boss. I want to try the Dark Bead on these knights. I am very, very, very familiar with these knights. This is where... these are the only one of these knights that actually respawn. So if you need their weapons for, like, an achievement, this is where you can grind for them. So this is where I grinded for them. Ooh. For stuff like that. In case you needed the shield, the sword, the long spear thing. The halberd. That's what it was. Or the great sword. I think... No, and there's also the great axe. I think there's 4 weapon drops and a shield they had to get from these Black Knights. And this is where you get them. So yeah, when I first unlocked the final boss area on my second playthrough, I was like, oh, I'm gonna get to fight the final boss soon. Damn, I'm lucky. But I spent like the next 3 hours just grinding all these enemies for their weapons before I actually got to beat the game. Luckily, this is not an all achievements playthrough of this game. I already did that before. We're just gonna beat the game now. And I think the only thing completion-wise that I didn't do are some of the NPC side quests. I didn't do Siegmeyer's quest. Or Solaire's quest, for that matter. And I didn't go down the tree stump, so I didn't get to meet the dragon. Too bad, so sad. Oh my god. Like, normally they do not drop items this often. The Black Knight set, very nice. If you're going for that stereotypical strength, endurance, and dexterity build, sword and shield build, Black Knight set's really cool. Though I think I kind of visually prefer the Silver Knight set. I just like the color silver. Still very nice. See how much my regular Great Soul Arrow does. Okay, this is the Great Axe. Or it's just the regular axe. Ooh. I might have to fight Lord of Cinder the old sword and shield method, because that's the only way I know how to fight him. By just parry spamming him. But then again, part of me, since I do... This would otherwise be a very short stream if I were to just parry him to death. I'll try to fight him with my spells. Yikes. There we go. Okay. Let's see how much Crystal Soul Spear is going to do to him. Normally, if you did Solaire's questline, you can summon Solaire to fight the final boss with you as well. Which is pretty cool. But I did not do his questline. Oh, I dodged? That's crazy. That's a hit. Okay, this is a cover. Sip. Damn it. Stupid bots, man. I won't be able to remove them. Surely these won't all miss. Oh, they all hit? Now that's rare. Sip. Okay, I can kind of bait him to run forward instead of backwards if I heal. Oh! I think that's gonna kill me. It didn't. Oh, that missed. Zip. Nice. First try. Okay, let's ban this user. Into the Aether. Boom. Easy first try. That's the first time I actually got to see so many of his moves. Usually I just parry punish him. But, yeah. I also don't get the alternate ending, the secret ending. They were held back. It was a restricted comment. That's why you didn't see them. It's like the likely ban evader thing. They get held back. It's by an auto system. So I think if I'd waited a little bit longer, it would have still like gotten posted, but regardless. Normally, there's like an Age of Darkness ending, where instead of lighting the fire now, you would walk out, and then you'd see like a bunch of those snake dudes worshipping you as the new Lord of Darkness, or some shit like that. But the standard ending, and this is the ending that's canon, because Dark Souls 2 and especially Dark Souls 3 kind of count on you to do this, is Link the Fire, so that the loop can continue. You will now become the Lord of Cinder. We're just gonna take the old man's role.
It's fine. It just kind of comes at you in waves. It's
Thank God I'll never have to hear these sound bites again.
I shouldn't have done this. This is like a local arsonist has just decided lighting a fire in my throat. Firemen are needed here. Firemen are needed here.
There are no firemen needed. Light the Age of Fire. Do it. That's Dark Souls Remastered. We did it. Yay! Woohoo! I did not expect to beat Dark Souls today. I honestly thought that New Londo would take me a while, and that Manus would take me a while. So, yeah. Pleasant surprise that we're done with Dark Souls already. After we finish the credits, and I do a little bit of yapping, I'm gonna end my recording, but I'm gonna keep streaming, because I think I want to start Demon Tides. I'll play that for like an hour already, to just get a feel for what the full game's like. I played the demo, but I'm very excited for that. I already had it installed because I was hoping to play it soon. But yeah, I like Dark Souls 1. I think it's the only Dark Souls game that I finished. And I haven't just finished it, I've completed it. Like, this is a game that at some point it just becomes my comfort game. I think the only thing about the first Dark Souls that I am a little bit iffy on, the one thing I don't like as much about the first Dark Souls is this game gets way easier the further you get into this game. Like, it falls into that RPG trap hole where, like, once you get leveled high enough, the game starts becoming way, way easier. At least from what I've noticed. I think the biggest exception to that are bosses. But if you level correctly, like, you saw some of these fucking last bosses. Like, I did like 4 shots and killed them. Like, absolutely demolishing them, and that was not because I was skilled at them. Especially for stuff like Gwendolyn, even Gwyn, the final boss of this game. The only reason I got him on my first try was because I had 55 intelligence and I just melted his health bar with each shot that I hit. And I missed like half my shots. If I was a little bit less buffed up, I would have had to actually learn the fight. And in the beginning of the game, regardless of what build you're doing, by the way, this isn't exclusive to the intelligence build. The beginning of the game is always so much harder in Dark Souls 1. I think this is kind of the case for other Souls games as well, but at least for the ones that I've played myself, I know that that's not the case for Elden Ring, which I know that's like way ahead in the Soul series. Like, Elden Ring feels like it properly gets more difficult the further along the game you get, unless if you grind away and just become like max level. But if you're just like casually going through it, the games, the bosses and the enemies become pretty accurately more difficult as you go through. And Dark Souls 1 does definitely try to do that to some extent. But you can tell that this game was rushed in the end game. Because the end game enemies are either just early game enemies just with more numbers. They are either bosses, like early game bosses, placed around, or they are completely optional and incredibly easy to avoid. And I think all of this is perfectly exemplified in Lost Izalith. Just watch me run through Lost Izalith, that VOD. The enemies do not pose a threat, despite the fact that some new enemies in that area, which there aren't a lot of, but the new enemies that are there are pretty fun. They're pretty creative, but, like, for example, those dragon legs, you don't even have to fight them. Like, they will very rarely get aggro to you. And I'm kind of glad they don't get aggro to you, because otherwise you just get ganked, because there's like 70 of them in that one area. I don't think that's a great thing, but I feel like the end game was very rushed, and you can tell that through many things. And I think the difficulty is one of the bigger ones. I wanted to see, by the way, I think... So Dark Souls 1 came out in 2011, I think. 2011 or 2012. Which convinces me that Gwendolyn's boss arena was ripped off from Sonic and the Secret Rings.
The dark sign brands the undead.
Wow.
And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north.
Whoa. This is a post-credits cutscene.
Where they are locked away to await the end of the world.
I don't know if this is actually a new cutscene. I know that it leads into New Game Plus. Let's check this shit out. That's me.
This is your fate.
Like, it just seamlessly loops into New Game Plus. Despite the fact that it doesn't make sense, because I should be like the Lord of Cinder right now. Look at my sick-ass hat. There aren't enough Dark Souls mods for me to make a really enjoyable New Game Plus playthrough with mods. Like, pretty much this playthrough was the New Game Plus playthrough with mods, as far as I'm concerned. Because there aren't a lot of fun Dark Souls mods that are creative, right? Like, there are good Dark Souls mods. There's, like, the randomizer. That's pretty much it. No, there's, like, the randomizer. I think there's some difficulty-enhancing mods. But I don't know of any. I think the only one I'm familiar with is Seamless Co-op and the randomizer mod. And Seamless Co-op in Dark Souls 1 is also a lot of fun. Yeah, this is the playthrough. Say bye, Logan. This isn't Logan. Logan was one of my Dark Souls characters. This is Sorsini. Sorsini, yeah. Say goodbye, Sorsini. Do a proper bow. Bye, Sorsini. Now, Alt F4 that shit. Boop. Display capture. Turn that off for a bit. Okay. This will be the end of the VOD. So, if you're watching the VOD, thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Now I will stop recording.